in the National Assembly, Honorable Amobioga, and all serving and retired members of the National Assembly here present, the Deputy Speaker, Abia State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Austin Okezie Merogeni, and all the House of Assembly members here present, the Chief Judge of Abia State, my Lord Honorable Justice Lillian Abai, the President Court of Appeal, Abia State, Honorable Justice Oke Ike Nwamo, all other honorable judges of Abia State Judiciary here present, all principal officers and members of the House of Assembly here present, the former Minister of Mines, Steel and Development, my brother Dr. Samson Uchechukwu Oga, CON, honorable members of Abia State Executive Council who are here with us, particular reference to the SSG, Professor Kenneth Carlo, Chief of Staff, Pastor Caleb Ajabwa, PhD, all commissioners here present, and let me use the Honorable Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice to recognize all of you. Our distinguished speaker and lecturer who has just spoken to us, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, former Minister of Education. Special advisors, senior special assistants, and all other aides to the governor and deputy governor who are here with us, the vice chancellor of our great institution, Abia State University, Professor M.O. Obulu, and distinguished members of the academia who are here, all service commanders who are here with us and their representatives, state chairman of our great party, the Labour Party, Honorable C.K. Egara, and all other chairmen of various political parties who are here also, major distinguished elder statesmen and political stakeholders of Abia State who are also here with us. And let me use Maze Sam Ohuabunwa to recognize all of you. Maze Sam, thank you for coming, and thank you for helping us thank our dear sister, Obi Ezekwesili. Chairman, Abia State Traditional Rulers Council, His Royal Majesty Ezelinus Ntomba, your deputies and all the custodians of our traditional institutions who are here, including all the Ndiezes, and I see a lot of them here. I recognize all of you. Our celebrities who are here, musicians, Nollywood actors, actresses, and I've seen a few of them. And if you permit me, I will use the presence of my elder brother here, the area father himself, Charlie Boy Oputa, to recognize all of you. Heirs and representatives of various financial institutions and civil society organizations that are here, very distinguished friends of Abia State, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I have titled my speech "To a New Path." to a new path. I'm very delighted to address you today as we mark another important epoch in our march to a new Abia, which promises to be radically different from the old. I welcome and thank you for your steadfastness and unshaken belief that in our lifetime, this land shall return to the path of genuine greatness, and collectively we shall overcome the many obstacles that assail us and bequeath to those coming after us a better society. Let me once again congratulate the Abia and our friends at home and in the diaspora on the 32nd anniversary of the creation of our dear state. I'm proud of what we have achieved as a people and even more excited about what the future holds. On the evidence of recent developments, I can announce happily that our moment in the sun is here. We have the wind in our sails, and I can tell you that the optimism you see on the faces of our people everywhere is not for nothing. Abians are very understandably excited. As many scholars had argued, societies are built by faith and confidence of the people. So, like you, I am glad to see many non-partisan observers and groups use the state as a great example of the power of resilience and the great rewards it yields when sustained. The world knows our story and the pains we have been through on account of several missed opportunities. The world is also conscious of our present journey, and many observers are watching with keen interest to see where this present path leads. While it is common to assume that we shall always end at a great destination, and I'm actively praying and working towards that, there are a few important structures and systems that must be put in place to guarantee the outcome we desire. So, my people, we have gathered today to add a very important pillar to strengthen the structures that would ultimately lead us to the new Abia, making it firm and robust to stand the test of time. Today's launch of the new Abia State Orientation Agency and our choice of Dr. Otti, a truly transformational leader and voice of genuine change across Nigeria and beyond, as the guest speaker for our 32nd anniversary lecture, point to our determination to follow through on our mission of building a new governance architecture that responds quickly to the needs of our people. While we shall continue to fix roads and other civil engineering structures that are critical to our social and economic development agenda, we have come here to remind ourselves that no society can witness development in the long run unless its values align with the outcomes that it seeks to achieve. I'll be the first to concede that leadership is a major factor in determining how far and fast a society is transformed. But at the same time, it must also be noted that even the most inspirational and committed leaders will be utterly helpless when the followers cannot rise to the demands of social transformation. Good roads, quality healthcare, standard schools, adequate security in our neighborhoods and communities, and other social services are desired by everyone in almost every community. However, you will agree with me that none of these will materialize in an environment where individuals and businesses do not pay their taxes promptly and correctly. We have therefore come to set up a dynamic structure to guide the orientation of the public towards values that enable greatness in the society. The new Abia State Orientation Agency represents our boldest attempt yet at hitting the reset button as we separate ourselves from the choices that frustrated our best efforts and moving past the wilderness of mediocrity before now. A new era is now upon us, and we must put away the old garb of greed and selfishness, poor attitude to work, clannishness, and instincts that promote mediocrity over meritocracy and excellence. Our challenge going forward shall be to determine how we can individually contribute to the building of our dream new Abia. It is important to come to a consensus that not much will change in our cities if we keep dumping refuse indiscriminately. Abia will remain what it was before now unless we resolve collectively that in public and in private, we shall only play by the highest standards of ethics and sound judgment. The management of the Abia State Orientation Agency has its work clearly cut out for it. The government has already rolled out numerous programs and policies to drive our governance agenda. You are therefore mandated to make sure that the people, whether they live in rural or urban centers, are constantly made aware of various government initiatives to improve their lives, especially in the areas that matter most. The state shall be relying on the works of this agency to sensitize the public against behavioral patterns that make nonsense of our determination to hit the reset button and return us to the path that guaranteed peaceful coexistence amongst individuals and communities before now. Never take it for granted that the people will always know what to do and do it. We expect you to teach them using every available tool at your disposal, including new and traditional media channels, town hall engagements, educational materials, and thorough collaboration with public figures who embody the spirit and attitudes that capture the outcomes that we seek. Your duty is to teach, enlighten, and then educate the public on the values that are in tandem with the spirit of the new Abia. Honesty, patriotism, love of one's neighbors, and goodwill to all. You are never to underestimate what impact you can make in the life of people if you do your job well. The job will not be easy because of years of abuses and glorification of vanity. At any rate, I trust that Pastor Dike Wankwo, an ordained priest, and his team have what it takes to put in place processes and systems that will bring about significant improvements in our social ethics and values within a very short period. The idea is to change the way we think and behave and ensure high standards in our daily lives. In the new Abia, we don't expect people to litter, throw out refuse in unauthorized places, or block drains that eventually leads to flooding. We expect our people to function in sparkling, clean environments. In the new Abia, it will be an anathema for any traditional ruler to confer chieftaincy titles on individuals with questionable wealth, or for religious leaders to abuse their ecclesiastical authorities by engaging in conducts that are incongruent with the tenets of their faith, as expressly and publicly stated. In the new Abia, thank you. In the new Abia, it will be a no problem to collect or give bribes. In the new Abia, it will be unacceptable for corruption to thrive in our public and private lives. Teachers who mislead our young ones by aiding and abetting examination malpractices shall soon realize that their type have no place in the new Abia of our dreams. Truancy Lateness and all other behaviors that sabotage the effectiveness of the civil service shall no longer be tolerated. And we expect the Abia State orientation to use the tools of moral suasion and public enlightenment to guide everyone aright. An example that is not a good one is that I was ready for 10 o'clock for this event, but my people kept telling me that this place was not ready. And I had said, this should be the last time it will happen. If we say it's 10 o'clock, then it's 10 o'clock. We shall place the necessary resources you need to function at your disposal. Our resources are lean, even as the demands on the government keep expanding. The best you can do to deliver on the mandate that have been given to you is to spend prudently and focus on the low-hanging fruits in the immediate. I wish you great success as you take off on this important journey of enlightening members of the public on the minimum acceptable standards of social behavior in the new Abia, educating them on the various programs and policies of the government, mobilizing critical stakeholders support while ensuring that Abia remains a reference point for good governance and active and responsible citizenship. Therefore, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I hereby inaugurate the Abia State Orientation Agency. Thank you very much.